Hey guys, we're going to be talking about how to tell or know if your bird is sick, a really important topic that all bird owners should know, so stick around for the whole video and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Birds are known to be masters of disguise when it comes to hiding their illnesses because in the wild, any signs of illness or weakness makes them easy prey, which is why it's really important to learn and recognize the early signs of sickness so you can get your bird the help it needs. Usually by the time your bird starts showing any apparent or physical signs of sickness, which we will cover towards the end of the video, they may have been sick for a while and it will make it more difficult for your avian vet to treat if their illness can even be treated at all. One of the early signs to tell if your bird is sick is by looking at their poop. Birds have very fast digestive systems and poop anywhere from 15 to 50 times a day, depending on your bird's size, which is why bird poop is a great early indicator of telling if your bird is sick because it can provide you with information on what they recently ate or did throughout the day. As bird owners, we need to familiarize ourselves with our bird's poop, and when we notice any changes, we can bring it to our avian vet's attention. So bird poop has three parts. The first part is the feces, which is the solid, cylindrical, or worm-like part of the poop that comes from the digestive system. Then we also have urates, which is the creamy white, chalky substance surrounding the feces, and urates are produced by the kidneys and is the result of protein breakdown, and urine, which is the clear liquid that surrounds the feces and urates, also produced by the kidneys. So healthy bird poop will vary for each bird and will depend on their diets. Bird poop should have little to no odor. The only exception is for morning poops. When your birds hold in their poops all night and take a larger poop in the morning, it will likely smell a bit. Bird poop should be uniform in shape and the feces should be a firm, thick paste. The color of the feces should be the color of the food that your birds eat. Birds on seed diets will have dark green poops, birds on natural pellets will have brown or tannish poops, and birds on colored pellets, or if they've just eaten fruits or veggies like sweet potato or blackberries or blueberries, their poops will take on the color of what they've just eaten. The urine should be clear around the outer edges and could be slightly colored as it gets closer to the feces and urates, or if your bird has just eaten colored pellets or fruits and veggies, their urine should have a tinge of the color of what they just ate. There could also be more urine or just urine alone if your bird has taken sips of water from bathing or from drinking more water due to hotter weather, or if your bird has eaten food with high water content like fruits. And the urates should be a creamy solid white or cream color throughout. You should monitor your bird's poop after its first morning poop to get an idea of what their normal healthy poop looks like throughout the day. Morning poop will almost always have a different consistency and color since it's been in your bird's body for the whole night. The components of your bird's poop, like the feces, urates, and urine, will likely be mixed together, making it harder to get a good read. It's also better to examine your bird's poop right after they poop because as the poop dries, it will shrivel up and become a darker color, also making it harder to get a good read. After you get an idea of what your bird's normal poop looks like, you'll be able to monitor for changes in number of poops, consistency, volume, and color. You should bring your bird to their avian vet if you see any of these changes in your bird's poop. If there is partially digested food in their feces, it could be due to a viral disease. If your bird has smelly poop, it could mean an infection or intestinal problems. Foamy or bubbly poop could be caused by a bacterial infection. Only urine and urates or less feces in the poop for a few hours and your bird has plenty of food available means your bird hasn't eaten. Less poop throughout the day could mean either a loss of appetite, or if your bird has a swollen belly, it could mean there is a blockage preventing them from digesting food. Diarrhea, or if the feces is watery or splotchy, could be caused by eating spoiled food, stress, or more serious issues like bacterial or fungal infections, parasites, or if your bird is on antibiotics. Increased watery poops throughout the day that can't be linked to drinking more water or eating high water content foods could mean a number of issues like infection, kidney or liver disease, diabetes, etc. Unusual colors in the feces that isn't related to what your bird has eaten. Red poop means bleeding near the cloaca. Black or tarry poop means internal bleeding. Bright green or yellow poop could mean liver disease or bacterial infection. Brown urine or urates and red urine or urates could mean lead poisoning, internal bleeding, or metal poisoning. It's always best to line your bird's cage with paper that you can change as often as you can so you can monitor for any changes in fresh poop. And also, if your bird is on a colored pellet diet, it's better to switch over to natural pellets so you can monitor for any color changes unrelated to your bird's diet. I'm not a vet, so I can only provide tips like these to help you monitor for changes changes. So if you notice any of these changes in your bird's poop, please go see your avian vet ASAP so they can work with you and your bird on the correct treatment. Since our birds hide illnesses so well, it's always best to detect any of these poop issues sooner than later. So aside from poop, another early sign is weight loss. It's important to get an idea of your bird's average weight so you can notice if there are any weight changes. And to determine your bird's average weight, you should weigh them first thing in the morning with a gram scale right after their morning poop and before they've eaten anything. You can do this for a few days to find the average, and after you find your bird's average weight, you can either weigh them daily, every few days, weekly, or even monthly to monitor their health. And if your bird loses more than 10% of their morning weights, then you should definitely see your avian vet as soon as you can. Reading your bird's poop and monitoring your bird's weight are good early indicators of potential illnesses in birds. There are also more apparent or physical signs that your birds may be sick. Like I mentioned earlier, usually if your birds start showing signs of sickness, it may be too late to do anything to help, but you should really talk with your avian vet to determine the diagnosis and treatment. So if your birds show any of these signs or any combination of these signs, you should take your bird to their avian vet as soon as you can. Puffed up feathers for majority of the day, poorly preened feathers or plucked feathers, and plucked feathers could mean boredom, but it could also signify underlying health issues. Heavy tail bobbing or a tail pointing downwards that is not aligned with their back, or bad posture when they are resting. Bad posture would consist of leaning more horizontally than vertically, if one wing is drooping lower than the other, or if your bird is unsteady on a perch. Sleeping or half closed or closed eyes for a majority of the day, excessive sneezing or discharge or wetness around their nares or their nose, open beak breathing followed by whistling or wheezing sounds could mean respiratory issues, lack of energy or alertness, or sudden attitude change that may not be related to hormones, or throwing up or finding undigested food in your bird's cage. Spending more time with your bird will help you develop a sense of what normal poop and normal behavior is like for your bird. And when you notice any changes at all, please talk to your avian vet to get help, because a bird that is treated earlier has a better chance of recovering. To keep your bird happy and healthy, you want to keep their environment as clean as possible. Make sure they have a balanced and healthy diet. Also make frequent water changes whenever the water gets super dirty. And most importantly, take your bird to the avian vet once a year for a checkup. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment down below if you found this helpful and if there are any other signs of sickness that I haven't mentioned. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!